Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk MMA. We're going to talk about MMA today. That's for damn sure. We got a bunch of cool topics. I'm here. I got a new computer that can actually handle live streaming and shit, so look forward to that in the future. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, people, and I'm on the wrong page, so my notes are all messed up right now. But we're just going to send it. We're going to start off talking a little bit about The Ultimate Fighter. I've never watched that show. I don't really watch reality TV, which it is reality TV, but it's like MMA reality TV, so it's cool. Like, I watch Survivor, and this is like Survivor, but if the person you're rooting for loses, they also get knocked out. Volkanovski's not doing great. His team is 1-4. One win, and that was most recently. Brian Battle beat Cameron Lachinov. Cameron Lachinov is a fucking crazy animal. He just literally will put his hands down and just take punches in the face and just go at you and try to knock your head off. He was at Bellator for a little bit. He's pretty cool. The fight before that, it was Dustin Lampros versus Vince Murdoch. I was really rooting for Dustin in that one because he had this whole crazy backstory. His mother passed away and he really wanted to do it for his brother. And, I was getting, sad watching it. I'm like, geez, I really hope this guy wins. And then he gets knocked out in the first round, and it was not fun. The Ortega-Volkanovski beef is pretty juicy. I hope you guys can't hear my dog losing her goddamn mind in my backyard. I should probably check on her and see if she's, getting it. She's not getting attacked. She's fine. But, geez. Anyways, Volk and Ortega, they have some back and forth. Volkanovski does not like Ortega, and he's making that very clear. And so at the beginning of the show, I was like, okay, I think I like Ortega better than Volk. Volk got a bullshit decision against my boy Max. It's completely swapped. I'm all Volk now. I want his team to just dominate this. They're not right now. But Ortega he's coming off too cocky to me. And I'm not all about that all the time, you know? And I'm gonna put this out here. Brian Ortega, you think you're good at foosball. I will crush you in foosball. I understand if we were to fight that you would turn me into a pretzel and make me suck on my own toes. In foosball, I'm daddy. I will crush you in foosball. That's a challenge. Come at me. There's a foosball table right there. Right freaking, why can't I do it? It's because it's mirrored. Right there. Come to my house, or I'll come to wherever you're at. You're in Los Angeles right now or something. I don't know where you're at. I'll come there. We'll play foosball. I'll beat you. And then just give me some tickets to your next fight. Let's make it happen. Moving on. Sean O'Malley. So, when you fight Conor McGregor, it's called Red Panty Night. I think in this situation with Sean O'Malley, it should be called Brown Panty Night. Because if I'm Chris Motino, the guy who got the fight after Louis Smolka pulled out, I'm shitting my pants. Your first fight in the show, the UFC, the thing you've been working towards, most likely. I don't think he wants to be... People, when they're coming up, as MMA fighters, they're not like, oh, yes, I can't wait to go to the PFL. They want to be in the UFC. They want to be in the biggest, best organization. I'm being biased right now. His first fight is against Sean O'Malley. That sucks for him, dude. He's 9-4. This is his UFC debut. This is a tough first fight for the dude. There's a bunch of memes about him. People are shitting on him on his Instagram. They're saying that he's a dollar store Sean O'Malley. The disrespect is real. Here's what I'm saying. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a film student. I wrote a screenplay for a class last semester. A full movie. I wrote a script about an MMA fighter. It's this kid. And they can't find a fight for this professional who's well known, who's about to get a title shot. So they call up some kid from the regional scene, and he comes and he wins. Go do that, Chris. You got this. It's going to suck if he just gets knocked out, and they don't even give him a UFC contract after. Maybe he already got a UFC contract. Maybe he does. I don't know. I hope he does for the sake of this, because they're really feeding him to the dogs with Sean O'Malley. Someone who they They put him on the main card to open the show to get a highlight reel knockout. That's what that Lewis Smolka fight was. No disrespect to Smolka, but I think that's what the mindset was. At this point, he should be fighting top 15 opponents. I think they want to make him a star. I think they want to give him some easier opponents to have him, work his way up and, find even more superstardom. Good luck to Chris Mutina, or however you pronounce your name. I'm sorry that I pronounced that incorrectly. Moving on, we got Poirier versus McGregor. I rewatched this fight the other day. So good. I rewatched the second one. I didn't rewatch the first one. McGregor took the first one. Poirier took the second one. This is the rubber match. Really, I think Poirier is going to be the one making a lot of changes. I think McGregor will too. I think McGregor will probably take a more karate stance approach to this fight. He won't be as boxing heavy, although he's still going to try to land that left hand and win the fight. Yeah, this fight's going to be fun. I'm hoping for a war. I don't want a quick finish. And if it is a quick finish, I hope Poirier wins. It's really hard for me to not just be like, I hope this guy wins. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be so cordial this time. Last time you had, Poirier giving him the hot sauce and McGregor was, hugging him and being all cool and shaking hands. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that. McGregor already said first one to shoot is a dusty bitch. What the hell is a dusty bitch? You guys heard that term before? Is that an Irish thing? I had to look it up on Urban Dictionary. And so a dusty bitch is a person who has been a bitch so long he or she is now covered in dust. The second definition is long-term terminal bitch. In case you guys want a sentence, I'll give you that as well. That dusty bitch has been nasty since high school. So now I know what a dusty bitch is. This is good. I'm learning things. Basically, Poirier responded to that being like, hey, Connor, it's MMA. Like, you're supposed to shoot for takedowns. It's mixed martial arts. It's not just boxing, which is the best way you can handle that situation. It just seems so whiny to be like, you better not shoot for a takedown. I don't know. Maybe he's just playing head games. I think Poirier's probably going to shoot for a takedown. McGregor's going to be really tough in that first round. Rewatching the fight, there were moments where Poirier got caught hard. And Poirier is very hittable in his first round. I rewatched the Eddie Alvarez fight, the second one. Poirier took some shots in that. Same with Justin Gaethje. Same with Dan Hooker. Look at the first round of the Dan Hooker fight. Poirier got lit up. So I think he's got to come in. It's like the Cowboy situation. You got to warm up hard in the back. I'm acting like I'm a coach. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But, I'm excited for this one. The UFC released a trailer for it. It's awesome. The newest trailer, check it out. It gave me chills. It's just, I'm so excited for this fight, and it's an awesome card. We're going to get into the card right now. UFC 264. All right. So you got Poirier McGregor headlining it. I forgot about this next fight. Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Two awesome welterweights. Wonderboy striking's off the charts. Gilbert's got a great ground game, and he's got some freaking power in his hands. He almost took off Kamaru Usman's head in their fight. That was not too long ago, was that? That was Gilbert Burns' last fight. Yeah, he almost knocked out Kamaru Usman in that first fight. And did he win the first round? I feel like he won the first round. I don't have a great memory of what happened in that fight because my memory is terrible. Anyways, moving on, heavyweight division, we got Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy. We're all rooting for Tai on this one. I know he's gonna hopefully get a knockout and then do a shoey. When he takes his shoe off and he pours beer in it and he chugs it. That's disgusting, by the way. Why would anyone do that? Don't do that. A shoey, dude? You're drinking out of your shoe? Your feet goes in that. And your feet sweat. It's disgusting. The real cool fight on this card. Actually, let me finish the main card. Irene Aldana versus Yana Kutsukaya, and then you have Sean O'Malley versus Dollar Store Sean O'Malley. Just kidding. Chris Motino. The real fight on this whole card, though. Nico Price versus Michel Pereira. Yes, sir. That's awesome. That's going to be an epic fight. Because you know Michel Pereira is going to start doing some weird shit. He's going to do some backflips. He's going to be running on the side of the cage. Nico Price is a dude who literally celebrated a draw against Cowboy Cerrone. He was so happy that he didn't beat Cowboy Cerrone, even though he probably should have won that fight. This is going to be fireworks, dude. Yeah, the card's awesome. You got Ryan Hall in the prelims as well. He's fighting Ilya Topuria. Carlos Condit's fighting Max Griffin. That'll be a good test for him at this point in his career. Early prelims, pretty solid. It's just good stuff all around. I'm really looking forward to this shit. I'm ready to watch some fights. It's been too long for me. I haven't seen the most recent fights, and that makes me sad. And speaking of the most recent fights, my boy Ciryl Gane. I'm gonna call him Cereal. I know his real name's Cyril, or however you pronounce it, but because I'm bad brain, we're gonna call him Cereal. He is gonna be fighting Derek Lewis for an interim heavyweight championship belt on August 7th. Now you're probably wondering, well, you're not wondering, this is old news, but Francis Ngannou won the belt 3 months ago, and he says he wouldn't be ready until September. That's not that much of a wait. Stipe was fighting like once a year, dude, and they gave it to Gane and Lewis. The reason for this is because Derek Lewis is from Houston. The fight's going to take place in Houston. The UFC wants that gate money. I think that's what it boils down to. I want to say that's the Amanda Nunes fight night. Yep, it's so August 7th, Toyota Center, Houston. Derek Lewis versus Gane. They're headlining it. Co-main is Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. Wow, there are some good fights on this card, actually. Tisha Torres versus Angela Hill's on here. Song Yadong versus Casey Kenny. Jose Aldo versus Pedro Munoz. Vicente Luque versus Michael Chiesa. Good stuff. Let's go. But that's not what the topic is, guys. It says heavyweight belts. It doesn't say UFC 265. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not cool, Dana. Not cool, Uncle Dana. You don't need an interim belt for this, dude. You don't. Just give one of the two of them a title fight in September, and that'll do. I know you want that money. I know you're a little greedy sometimes, but this ain't it, Chief. It's the disrespect to the heavyweight champ is real, and the heavyweight champ that you could feed these guys to, have him win, and just have his stardom go through the roof. Not saying that he's automatically going to beat these two guys. They're two very formidable opponents. It's not cool, though, especially when you had Stipe basically fighting once a year, and you didn't really strip him. What's John Jones doing? Fight John Jones. Seems like that dude doesn't really want to fight. That's the Dana White thing. He doesn't want to fight. But yeah, guys, that's the show. I'm out of practice because talking's hard. And I haven't talked in a long time. I like how I made a video. I'm like, guys, I'm coming back. And then I go to Maine and I take a week off. We're back, boys and girls. No girls watch this channel. I checked the analytics. I checked like the demographics. All dudes. Huge sausage fest on this channel. Let's go. Leave a like down below so maybe I can get more subscribers. And that would be cool. Comment below your favorite type of dessert. Mine is ice cream. You can puke up ice cream, and it's completely fine. It's not like it for any... Puking sucks, but when you puke ice cream, you're like, it's like I ate ice cream twice. It's awesome. We got a little weird there at the end, but yeah, we talked MMA. This show's called Let's Talk MMA. I think that's a job well done. Peace out, everyone. I'm going to go over here and click stop recording, which means I will stop recording in 3, 2,